Hello again, you extraordinary subscribers. Welcome back, everybody, to the Hemingway Land YouTube channel. Oh my god, what's that Hemingway guy going to complain about this week? I can hear you all wondering. Well, nothing. Nothing, people. It was a good week. It was a decent week. No more knucklehead nonsense than the average week. Ergo, I'm in a fine and delightful mood. Additionally, guys, this one will be a quick video because we have only one property going live this week. Perhaps you're saying, Hemingway, why? Why can't you plan for these things better and have multiple properties in one week? Well, if only wishing made it so, people. I will tell you that we've got a number of Colorado properties coming up. We've got 8 weeks left, 8 debut weeks left until the December break, and we will have at least one Colorado week between now and then, and that one will probably be chock-a-block full of properties because the stuff that was supposed to go live this week has been delayed. So there'll be a big week sometime soon. This week is not that week. Anyway, we'll make this one quick. Special thanks this week, guys. Special thanks to all our valued customers. Making this one quick because it has been a bit of a hokey-poke week. Sold some land in Valencia County, as always, guys, Valencia County, to Eric, Kenya, and Karen. Special thanks to them. Additionally, over in Costilla County, that big $26,000 40-acre property, Gloria and Benito, put down a deposit on that. We will be closing through title and escrow with them in the next 30-ish days, we'll say. For the Sharpies out there, you will know that this is now the third time we've had a buyer place a deposit on that property. The first two times, the title company actually took so long that the first buyer thought it was a scam. And the second time, the title company said something to the buyer. I don't know what they said to the buyer, but they annoyed them so much that they bought a different property from us. They refused to work with that title company, but they worked with us and bought a different property. So, Costilla County has opened up quite a bit within the last year, and we've got a different title company that we'll be using now. So, fingers, toes, and eyeballs crossed that this one makes it to the finish line. With all that said, guys, that out of the way, going live on the website this week, we are back, as you can see, in Colorado, more specifically for the very first time in ba-boom, Costilla County. More specifically, people, we've got land in the Wild Horse Mesa subdivision, which is a region I have been trying to buy in for some time. And since we have only one lot debuting this week, this gives me more time to go into greater detail on this enviable region. So first off, the Wild Horse Mesa subdivision is located over here, just west of the Sanchez Reservoir and Wildlife area. And of course, being this close to this body of water puts landowners within a few miles of a great place to boat and fish. What kind of fish, you ask? Well, being an expert on fish who never needs to Google these things, I can tell you that this lake has plenty of walleye, carp, channel catfish, northern pike, perch, and the regrettably named white suckers. Additionally, the wildlife area is home to a number of critters and birds, most notably the aforementioned wild horses, from which the nearby subdivision gets its name. Of course, there is no hunting out here, only fishing and camping, but you could bring the RV and hang out in the state park for longer periods of time. Additionally, this subdivision is also within a short 5-minute drive of San Luis. San Luis, of course, has the claim to fame of being the oldest town in Colorado, and it's here where you'll be able to go for some, not a lot, but some, groceries and supplies, some medical and county services, and some small restaurants and coffee shops. Of course, the much larger town of Alamosa is roughly about an hour northwest of here, and it's there you'll be able to find all the big box stores such as Walmart and Home Depot, as well as schools, hospitals, pharmacies, fast food restaurants, and even more dining and shopping. Additionally, people, this part of Colorado has a lot of great outdoor attractions, all very close by. This includes bodies of water such as the Terrace and Lahara reservoirs, as well as attractions such as the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Zapata Falls, not to mention millions and millions of acres of available hunting space in the nearby Rio Grande National Forest. And all of that, of course, is just on the Colorado side, as the subject property is just over the border from New Mexico. It means that you are also within easy driving distance of some of the best skiing in the country in the nearby Taos Ski Valley. And directing our attention now back to the subject property, this is a 5-acre lot located here along Suma Court, just north of Chaparral Drive, in very close proximity, as you can see, to some developed home sites along the same street. Of course, out here you've got well-maintained roads, power within about 500 feet of the subject parcel, and of course some stunning views of the surrounding valley. It is worth noting, by the way, that this 5-acre lot is actually a combination of 2 adjacent 2.5-acre parcels, which of course makes it ideal for either sharing with another family member or buying both, living on one, reselling the other for a profit. You get the point. Now, it should be noted, guys, that the Wild Horse Mesa community actually has a kind of active membership. It's not a formal HOA. There are no annual dues out here. But there is a group of owners who've put together a pretty informative website, newsletter, and Facebook group who do seem to collect some voluntary, let me say that again, voluntary dues for some community projects. Additionally, while there is no HOA, there are some covenants and restrictions, nothing too onerous, however, but rather the kind we like to define as reasonable, logical, good neighbor restrictions, the kind no one would object to unless they're a real jerk. Those, of course, are linked on the listing page, and you'll be able to read over those in your free time. Now, I mentioned earlier that I've been trying to buy land out here for some time. We've had a few deals that didn't materialize in this region, but I kept trying because, in general, I like anything that's close to a lake. Of course, because you guys like anything that's close to a lake. But specifically something like this without an HOA that does have access to those utilities. And this one checks a lot of those boxes for me, in addition to being nestled within the San Luis Valley, which, of course, as you can no doubt tell from the photos, is a really pretty part of Colorado. Worth checking out. I'd encourage you guys to give it a look. Even if you weren't necessarily looking to buy land in Colorado, I think there's a lot to like about this one. Anyway, with all that said, going live on the website next week, we are back yet again in the land of enchantment with some new properties, the kind that get scooped up super fast in Valencia County. And maybe we'll have some properties somewhere else. Or maybe we won't. Who knows? Tune in next week to find out exactly how productive we manage to be in the next 7 days. Until such a time, thanks as always for indulging me. Have a great week, and we will see you back here in next week's video.